Hi grade 6 and 7, welcome to your fourth lesson of Blues with Mr. B. So this week we're going to go through our third riff. So hopefully you've been practicing the one we started with, riff number 1 in week 2, then riff number 2 in week 3, and now riff number 3 in week 4. Because you're going to have to pick one of them and play them for your midterm assessment. So let's get started with riff 3. This is what it sounds like. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's riff number 3. Once again, a nice little groovy shuffle feel. Alright? So let's get started and let's zoom into the guitar. So we're starting off once again with our E, open E string. We're going to go. So there are 4 parts to this riff, and this is the first part. Open E, then cut it off. So that way you cut it off, just bring your right hand back down. Alright? So E, G, that's our G note. Ring finger on the 3rd fret of the low E. So E, G. Alright, we're going to keep coming back to that, so get used to that. Go. Bum. Again, let's go. Then we go all the way down to the high E string, and we're going to play ring finger on the 3rd fret of our high E string. We're going to go 3, so 3, 0. 3, 0 on the high E string. Then we're going to do the same thing, 3 on the low, on the B string. Then we're going to come back to the high E, open high E. So 3, 0, 3 on the B, 0 on the high E. Alright? Then we just come back to that B string. So let me play it slow. Again. Let me put that first part together. So 0, 3, 3, 0, 3, 0, 3. Alright, one more time without me talking. 3, go. A little bit quicker. 3, go. Alright, now part 2. We're going to start off the exact same way with a 0, 3 on the low E. But then we now take it to the B string. And we'll go B, 3rd fret, B, 0 fret, G, 2nd fret, B, 0 fret. So sound. Alright, so 3, 0, 2 on the G, 0 on the B. Then you come back and finish it on the 2 of the G string on the 2nd fret with your middle finger. So it's like the same rhythm as the first part, but instead of it being on the high E and B, you're doing it on the B and the G string. Slowly. Again. So let me just put those high riffs from part 1 and part 2 together. This is what it's going to sound like. Part 1. Part 2 is. So you see the same rhythm, just different notes. One more time. Now let me put it in its entirety. So part 1 and part 2, 3, go. One more time. Now part 3 is exactly the same as part 1. The same thing that we had last week in our riff, where part 1 and part 3 are the same. It's only in the first riff we did in the second week where part 1, part 2 and part 3 were the same. So let's try it out. This is part 3. Same as part 1. So let's try and put part 1, part 2 and part 3 together. I'll do it one time slowly and one time a bit quicker. Part 2. Part 3. Now, for part 4, as usual, it's the tricky one. The one that's different from all of them. We're going to start off. So it goes, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. Gonna start 2nd, then go to the 0 of the next string, which is the D string. So, alright, do da, cut it off. Then you're gonna play the same thing between the D and G. You're gonna play D 2nd fret, 0 open. So you're always going 2nd open, then the next string, 2nd open. Alright? So A 2nd, D open, D 2nd, G open. Let's put those in context. Then I'll play the G string 2nd fret. Alright? Again. 2 0 2 0 2. Notice how I'm just moving from this A string down to the G string. Then I'll finish off with this. Ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. Open B string. 2nd fret G string. Let's try that. And then last 2 notes. Open B string. Finish on the 2nd of the G. One more time. Let's put that in cut all together. Just part 4. One more time. So let's put part 4 with that, with part 3. 3, go. It's part 3. Part 4. So you see, part 4 comes a little bit quick, so you have to be very ready and be very attentive to it. So let's try part 3 and part 4 again, up slowly. 3, go. This is part 3. Part 4. Again, part 3 and part 4. Alright, let's put all 4 parts together. Nice and slow, and then 1 quick. 3, go. Part 1. Part 2. Part 3, same as part 1. Part 4. Again. That was a mistake there. And you finish on that low E string. So 1 time quick, 2 times quick, sorry. 1, 2, 3, go! And that's how we play 3 different blues riffs using just 1 scale. We've just stuck them all on our E minor pentatonic scale, and they really give you a good feel. One major tip I want to give each and every one of you is if you really want to play any riff or any song really well, especially when it comes to playing it on the instrument, be able to sing it first. If you can sing it or hum it or whistle it without having neither, that shows that it really sticks in your mind, and that will allow you to play it even better than if you did not know how it sounded in your mind. So make sure you memorize the tune, be able to sing it to yourself. So dum dum da 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 dum dum da 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 dum. Just like that. If you can sing it to yourself, you'll be able to play it way easier. So make sure you have the tune in your head. So for your assessment, what I want you to do is you're gonna pick one of the 3 riffs we've done. The 3 riffs we've done. Either the one from week 2, the one from week 3, or the one from week 4. The first riff will be called riff 1, the second riff will be called riff 2, the riff we've done today is riff 3. So you're going to come in front of the camera and say your name. You're going to make sure your guitar is in tune and that I can see both your hands. I don't want to see your face, just your face, and you're playing the guitar down here, because then I wouldn't know what you're doing. So make sure I can see your face both your hands and the guitar, okay? You're also going to say which riff you're going to be playing. So for example, hi, my name is Marcus, and I'm going to be playing riff number 3. And just go on for it. And what I want you to do those riffs, you're going to play any riff that you've chosen, you're going to play twice, alright? So you're going to play that riff once and then play it again, continuously. Don't put any breaks in between. So my name is Marcus, I'm going to be playing riff number 3. 1, 2, 3, go. You can see both my hands on the guitar. Second time. Thank you for watching my performance. So that's all you're going to do. Say your name, say the piece, say it with the riff, and play it twice. Make sure you upload it on Microsoft Teams on assessments. Now, from the moment you watch this video, you're going to have 1 full week. Week 5 is just a practice week. So you're going to have that full week to practice what you've learned, and then you're going to post it in week 6. So practice hard. This is not going to come by magic. This is not going to be like, oh, I've watched Mr. B play his guitar. I'm going to go have some cereal and watch some cartoons and I'll be able to play it like a pro next week. No, that's not how it works. Make sure you take your time to sit down and practice. Go through the frustration of getting it wrong sometimes or not being able to get it. But be patient with yourself to continue to put in that hard work so that you will be able to get it. It's for those who persevere. So practice, be patient with yourself, and your hard work will pay off. And I hope to see how far all of you progress this half of term. So good practicing, and I will see you after half term. Bye, grade 6 and 7.